Hey, what's up, guys? So, hi. I haven't done one of these kind of recordings in a while, but I was putting together some older videos that I made over the summer, just this last summer, of these wooden sculptures that are around my town, but they're actually all over the United States and even up into Canada and over in Hawaii, called the Trail of the Whispering Giants. It's a collection of sculptures by artist Peter Wolf Toth. Yeah, they're huge. They're 20 to 40 feet. But yeah, long story short, they're wooden sculptures of Native American Indians, which I believe that the native people of America were giants, and Native American Indians are descendants of giants, and all of these sculptures are put up to pay tribute to that. And the purple people eaters, the royals, they know this. Actually, this one right here is one of the ones in the video that it's right down the road for me. It's actually been torn down. It was up for like 20 years or something. It's also on the grounds of a school here in my hometown called the Judith Resnick Learning Center. So yeah, now that gets into a little bit more of deception. So yeah, it's called the Trail of the Whispering Giants. It's these wooden sculptures, and I put together a few older videos that I made over the summer, and I'm gonna play after this. And if all these Native American Indians were giants, it puts a little bit of a twist on what the Wild Wild West was this whole time period. Yeah, and they even made movies about it. But so I like to think about this time period. I don't think it existed. Yeah, okay, so cool. It was nice talking to you guys on camera. I haven't done that in a while, and this is just a little short presentation on the giant Native American Indians. Alright, cool. So this is a monument that was here, and I got some pictures of it a while ago. This is this, and it's been taken down. This has been up here as far back as I can remember. There's a lot of monuments to giants. They have a little thing here, the Trail of the Whispering Giants. And they're all over the country. And that's because giants once existed, and they know that, and put their statues up on things they own. But they've taken this one down. I was driving by and I noticed, and I was like, oh boy. So the other thing about this statue that used to be here is this one happens to be set, I wonder if I can zoom in on.
Yeah, it's hard to hold it steady when you're that zoomed in. But this is the Judith Resnick Learning Center, and those of us who know about Judith Resnick, yeah. She's still alive and well, because this was a hoax. All these guys are still alive. The Challenger, yeah, they faked all that. None of them are dead. They're still alive. So it just makes sense that they put their fakery, their statues, their mockery right up in our face on ground that they name after somebody who faked their death to deceive us. They don't like us. They love mocking us. Yeah. There it is one more time. It was a big Indian. Big Indians roamed Akron. Giants. There's actually a couple more of these around town that I'll eventually probably get to. Yep, giants existed. They tell us. And Judith Resnick is alive. So here is another giant Indian sculpture. I wanted to get this before they take it down. But yeah, giants were here. The area that I live in is known for its Native American heritage, and some of them were giants. This guy's name is Chief Logan. And they erect these sculptures because they know that, you know, there were giants. And they put up monuments to them. They kind of mock us with this. Put it right in our face. Oh yeah, just a real short one on giant Indians and the monuments they put up. They're all over my town. Here's another monument to giants, which they like to flaunt around. No info on this one. Got some sort of ritual circle thing going on here. It's pretty cool. Should let you guys know I love the fact that there's giants. I think it's the coolest thing. I love that they put these monuments up to them. You know? I think it's cool. Hey guys. So, I'm going to talk a few minutes about the Wild Wild West and how I see it as being a hoax.
they use numerology and numbers and language against us all the time. And, you know, wild, WW, you rotate that to the left, right? Left, you get 33. 33 is a number used, kind of like, how, like, it's symbolism. It's communication without words. Numbers are used to communicate information. We're in this group. You take WWW, which is 333. 3 times is 999. Flipped is 666. 666 is not a bad number. It's just it's language. So WWW, Wild Wild West, WWW, WWW, World Wide Web, World War III, hoaxes. Yeah, so you got the 1865 to 1895, so they have definitive years that the Old West was famous for cowboys, native Indians, the lawmen, you know, gamblers, scouts. It's all this kind of like gangs and gunfighters. It's just a hoax. There was a flood in 1862, just before 1865. So, you know, they could be lying about this whole time period, kind of just making it up. It's a hoax. They say the Wild West ended quickly for a few reasons. Changes from the progressive era, inventions, the automobile, and barbed wire. They claim that as a reason for the Wild West ending quickly. Barbed wire when cows are being moved. Some farmers couldn't go gather. So, yeah, that's a bizarre reason. Yeah. Then you get into, you know, the steam engine. We're starting to use free energy. Figuring out how to use compressed air, turn it into a fuel. You get all these characters: Jesse James, Billy the Kid, Butch Cassidy, just characters, just like in the movies. You know, they make all these Western movies. It's a time frame that has been hoaxed on us. You know, they lie about his story. You know, his story. And here we go. You know, his story. And you know, they like to make us think that our the time periods before now, that we are more advanced than they were, but that's opposite. They were more advanced than us, so they have to manipulate our perspective of his story. Because there was some sort of, you know, like, you know, flood or something that happened and wiped out this whole time period. So they're probably, you know, they interjected all these years, you know, 30 years here, where there was some sort of thing that happened. And this whole time period is just a hoax. You know, all these movies, you know, they make movies to control our perspective. You know, they put it in the comics. Yeah. Giant, you know, giants existed. They put that in all kinds of, you know, movies and name everything after it. Tell us we're monkeys. Here's some giants I took. Here's giants all over the world. And it's in a, you know, a Western movie. So yeah, just some thoughts on, you know, the Wild West being a hoax that whole time period. You know, maybe it's, you know, like they say it's what, 2018. Maybe it's 1918. They lie about everything else. Why not about his story? Yeah. Cool. So this is all the evidence you would ever need for a recent massive flood. How this is carved out. This whole valley is evidence of a massive flood not too long ago that reset everything very recently. The evidence is everywhere. All the buildings that they're starting to tear down, the old buildings, there's too much evidence everywhere. A recent flood. Traveling downhill and then uphill. North coming towards me, downhill, south going away from me, uphill.